Fishing in my game was not fun. I spent some time building a fishing system for my game, although I realized I didn't like it. So I scrapped that fishing system and started over. Then I scrapped my new fishing system because I realized I didn't like that. But by the third time, I finally cracked it, and the solution came from the weirdest place imaginable. Let me explain. So I'm making a game where you drive around in a boat, so naturally, fishing seemed like the perfect mechanic to add. The first attempt, quick time events. I started with a quick time event fishing system. Here's how it worked. Once you started fishing, a random key would appear on the screen, and you'd need to press it in order to catch the fish. Press Q when Q appears, press E when E appears, and so on. At first, this seemed great. It was simple for players to understand and could be fun. But I ran into some problems. The issues. My game had multiple fish types. But with this quick time event system, they all felt the same. You just press the key that appears, and you'd catch the fish. I could add variety by making harder fish require more key presses or giving players less time to catch harder fish. But this in itself created new problems. With tight timing and rapid button presses, it felt tedious rather than skillful when you failed to catch a fish. To be fair, it wasn't the worst system in the world, but I just felt like something was missing. The second attempt, Stardew Valley style. I did some research and I found that many people praised Stardew Valley's fishing system, though some did find it a bit tedious. Here's how it works. You have a slider and a bar. The fish moves around in this bar and you need to keep your slider on the moving fish. When the slider is on the fish, a progress bar fills up. If the slider isn't on the fish, it drains. Fill it completely to catch the fish, and if the bar becomes empty, the fish escapes. Here's what I liked about this system. It's easy to adjust the fish speed, so each fish would feel unique when you're trying to catch it. It would be easy to make upgrades to this fishing system. I could allow the player to get an upgrade which increases slider size, although there were a few problems I did find with this. I do think this would be harder to explain to new players compared to the quick time event system. And some players may just struggle to catch some fish. So overall, this wasn't bad, but I felt like I preferred the quick time event system compared to this. So I was just sitting in my room one day and I had a flashback. Ages ago, when my brother was applying for some jobs, he had to do the weirdest aptitude test. Basically, there was this spinning circle, round and round, which had a safe space inside. You needed to stop the circle by clicking, and if you landed in the safe space, you would advance to the next level. The challenging part about this aptitude test is you had to do this multiple times in a row, and the difficulty really ramped up. This inspired him to create a mini game based on this. So it's similar to the aptitude test. You have a circle and a slider goes round and round, and you need to tap the screen, and if you land it in the designated area, you move on. Although he added a lot more variety. He made it so the target that you're trying to hit could move, he created loads of different effects for it, and so on. Also, just a quick side rant. Because when my brother was given this test, he was struggling a bit, he asked me to see if I could try and help him with it. I couldn't, but I have to ask the question, what on earth is this testing for? I swear, some jobs make you do the most stupid aptitude tests. If you know what this is testing for, please let me know, because I have no idea why some jobs make you do the weirdest online tests. So, with that aptitude test fresh in my mind, I started to build my new fishing system. I took the core concept, timing your click to land in the right spot, and adapted it for fishing. So, a bar will appear, and the fish will be in this bar. And you also have the slider, which moves from side to side. You can click to stop your slider, and if you hit the fish marker, you will catch it. You just need to time your click. And the slider could easily be adjusted. I could make it so you could buy an upgrade to increase the size of your slider, which would make catching fish easier. This was my final fishing system, and I'm happy with it. Each fish can feel unique through multiple variables. I can adjust the bar slider speed, the number of taps required, the movement patterns of the fish. This system allows for a ton of variation, and I can make each fish feel slightly different. So hopefully I'm not going to change this fishing system. There are also some other features which I added which relate to the fishing system. Since the main premise of my game is becoming strong enough to fight this giant sea monster known as El Gran Maha, I added this cool rare fishing encounter. There's a very small chance that you can fish up the sea monster itself, and this fish will be very difficult to catch. It'll be high risk, high reward. If you fail, you're going to end up dying. But if you succeed, you'll get one of its teeth, which is extremely valuable. I also added these birds which can steal your fish. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.